Hello everyone, welcome to SirParts Online's Java Programming topic number 25, OOP and classes objects. Hello guys, please do not forget to like and subscribe our channel so that you could get the latest videos of SirParts Online. Now we are already in topic 25 and this is a new object-oriented programming and classes and objects. So let's start. Okay, so Java, what is OOP? OOP stands for Object-Oriented Programming. The one that we do before is called procedural programming. It is about writing procedures or methods that perform operations on the data. While object-oriented programming is about creating objects that contain both data and methods. It has several advantages over procedural programming. First, OOP is faster and easier to execute. Second, OOP provides a clear structure for the programs. Third, OOP helps to keep the Java code dry. Don't repeat yourself, and makes the code easier to maintain, modify, and debug. Lastly, OOP makes it possible to create full reusable applications with less code and shorter development time. We have a tip here. The don't repeat yourself principle is about reducing the repetition of code. You should extract out the codes that are common for the application and place them at a single place and reuse them instead of repeating it. Okay, that's our introduction to our Java. So Java, what are classes and objects? Classes and objects are the two main aspects of object-oriented programming. So look at the following illustration to see the difference between class and objects. So we have here our class. So we have here our class. Our class is fruit, and the objects fruit would be apple, banana, mango. These are examples of fruit. These are our objects, and our class is fruit. Let's have another example. This is for car. Our class is car. Then we have our objects. These are the brand of car, Volvo, Audi, and Toyota. So, a class is a template for objects, and an object is an instance of a class. When the individual objects are created, they inherit all the variables and methods from the class. So that is the advantage of object-oriented programming. So Java classes and objects. Java is an object-oriented programming language. So for those who are learning in our Java programming fundamentals and intermediate, you need this one in your object-oriented programming language, in your subject. I think there's a subject called object-oriented programming using Java. So everything in Java is associated with classes and objects along with its attributes and methods. So we have here, for example, in real life, a car is an object. The car has attributes such as weight and color, and methods such as drive and brake. A class is like an object constructor or a blueprint for creating objects. So let's try to create a class. So create a class. We create a class named main with a variable x. So we have x and x equals 5. So we have to remember that the name of our class should be in capital letter. Create an object. In Java, an object is created from a class. So we have already created a class named main, so now we can use this to create objects. To create an object of main, specify the class name followed by the object name and use the keyword new. So where is that? Here. Specify the class name. This is the class name. After that, followed by the object name, wherein our object name here is my obj, and you use the keyword new, and then you have there the main class, and this is our sample code for this. And let's try to run this one. We go to our run. We already modified it, and there you go. It's P5 because in our code the value of x is 5. So if we change this to 10 and we print this object, we can modify this one by adding the value of x is plus my obj. Then you can increase our concatenators, the plus symbol. You know already about this one. Let's try to save and run. Oh, there's an error. What happened? Let's try to check. That is 119, but still display number 5. Okay. 115. Let's go to 115. Where is that? Oh yeah, this one. Let's try to save and run again. Okay, the value of x is 10 because we modify the value of our x here. We change this to 10. Okay, so let's proceed now to our next subtopic. We are going to disable this one, and our next subtopic would be multiple objects. So you can create multiple objects of one class. So we have here our code. Try to enable this one. What we have here is that this is the value of our variable x, which is an integer, which is 5. And here in our main method, we created two new objects, object 1 and object 2. Object 1, by the way, this is a comment. Also this one, this is also a comment. Here we created the name of the class, which is main. This is because of this one, no? Main. Then the my object 1, then equals new. We use the main, no? Main method. Then we created also object 2, and we display the values. So let's try to run this program, and it will display. It will create two objects, my object 1 and my object 2, with a value of 5. Let's try to save this and run. Okay, so we have two values. These are two separate objects created from our main class, no? From main class. So let's try to disable this one to proceed to our next topic. So our next topic is using multiple classes. So you can also create an object of a class and access it on another class. So this is often used for better organization of classes one class has all the attributes and methods, while the other class holds the main method. The main method is the code to be executed. So remember that the name of Java file should match the class name. So in this example, we have created two files in the same directory or folder. So we have the main2.java and the second.java. So this is the code for our main2. This is the code for our main2, and this is also the code for our another class, which is second. So I'd like to open all of them in our code. This is our main2 edit. So this is our main2. That's our code. Public class main2 and x equals 5. And we also have the second. Let's try to edit. So this is the second, class second. Okay, so class second, public static void main string args. Then it created an object from our main class. So this is main, that is our main class, the one that we created. My object, that's the name of the object, and then new. Then we display the value of the object, which is the value of that x in our main2 is 5. So it will display 5. So to do this, we are going to run those two programs. So first, I'm going to edit and run the main2.java main2. Okay, then I'm going to save this. So as you notice, main2 has no main2.class yet, no, because we were not able to run that. So when we click this one, there's an error. Main method not found in class main2. Please define the main method as such. This is just okay because we don't have to display in our main2. So this is not a problem, guys. So just close this one. And as you can see here, when we run that main2, it created the main2.class. It's already have the bytecode for our main2. And our second step would be, we're going to run the second.class, second.java. So second.java, and here second. And let's try to save it and run. There you go. It will display 5. It will display 5. Why is this so? Because it reads the value of our main.java, main2.java, this one. So let's try to experiment. Let's try to delete our main2.class. Going to delete main2.class. It's already deleted. And I'm going to run again our second.java, this one. And let's try to observe what will happen. Still 5. We already deleted the let's try to edit this one. This is second.java. Let's try to delete first our second.class. I'm just curious on this, guys. What would happen if we are going to, it will still display 5. Why 5? We have the main.class. Let's try to check whether, let's try to check our second.class, because a second.java is, it's reading the main. What we're doing is we have the main2, right? We have the main2. What we deleted is the main, no? Main2. Let's try that main2 file, save. Then let's try to run again the, okay, why is this so? Let's try to delete second first. Delete Yes. Let's try to edit what is in there in that's main2. Main2, this is main2. Let's try to edit. This is main2. And let's try to run now our second class. Still reading the value of main2 class. Oh, what happened, guys? It created the main2 class already. Let's try to delete. Let's try to second class. Let's try to delete. And we have the second. This is the second code.java. That's main2. And our main2. Let's try to edit main2. This is main2, public class main2. And we are going to compile now our second class. Second.java. And I'm going to run it. And it created 5. And main2 class is created. Wow, what power! It's very powerful. It created the main2 class. After running the second.java, it created an object. It created a class in our main2. This one. So this is interesting. This is interesting because what we did is, at first we were able to what you call this one? We were able to run both of them, and what I did is an experiment. I deleted the main2 and main2 class, and once I run this class second, it automatically create the main2 class. Okay, so this time around, let's try to delete the main2.java. What would happen? Okay. What I will do is I will just rename this as main2.3, main2.2, and I'm going to delete this one. And I'm expecting an error for running this particular program right now, because there is no way that main2, there is no main2.java on our folder. So let's try to run. There you go. It created an error that says cannot find symbol main2. No class main2. There's no class main2. Location class second. Cannot find the symbol main2. Okay, so that's it, guys. So what we'll do is just simply change this to main2 and run again our code. The second class. There you go. You have the output. And what we observe is that after running this particular code, it created a class main2 class. Okay, so let's proceed now to our tutorial. I guess that's all. That's all, guys. And I hope and pray that you learned something today with our Java tutorial. And please do not forget to like and subscribe, and see you in our future tutorial in Java. Thank you very much, and always remember, learning is lifetime. Bye, everyone.